Bonjour, broskies. Today's topic is theft. Not maple syrup, but more monetary things. Like money. OLG, Ontario Lottery and Gambling Corporation, has quite a few specific rules to participate in throwing away your money. I mean, having the chance to live the life of your dreams, people. Which historically has involved early death and copious amounts of drugs, but this video isn't about that. Let me pose a situation to you guys. Between 1999 and 2006, there were just over 5,700 major lottery wins, major being 50K and up. 3.5 of the major wins were by retailers, which equals out to a little over 200 retailers. This number is betting on the fact that the person discloses they work with the lottery, so let's be realistic, it's probably much higher. Now, kind YouTube watcher, does this math? Is this a number you can look at and say, yeah, that makes sense? Or is it too many wins and you think you had a winning ticket and the cashier might have switched out your ticket with another? Because why are they all of a sudden so happy that you lost? Well, CBC did not like those numbers, so they did some investigating, as journalists do. And if there's investigating happening, that's usually not a good sign. OLG was being vague on the matter when asked because why would they whistleblow themselves? So in response, the CBC got an entire statistician in here who looked at the data they collected and said, I don't know. It's not very cheaters. The math doesn't lie, and the math said only 57 retailers are supposed to win. They even did the math on if they're just super lucky, which came back near impossible. And the math said you're stinky. I wasn't going to tell you that part, but the math demanded I did. Even being generous in the rough estimates for the data, it's still basically impossible for the numbers to number here. This isn't just stinky, it's fishy. In October of 2006, the CBC program The Fifth Estate released their episode titled Luck of the Draw, where they presented their findings. And boy howdy was it chaos. OLG said, you're all illiterate, you can't do math, stop trying to be mean to us. And hired a rival statistician for them to face off against. Which did not work because it didn't matter at this point, people were mad. And it's very hard to change mad people's minds. In both senses of the word. It led to the ombudsman, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, getting involved. AKA the secret other government to keep the government in line. And they came onto OLG like a 800-pound gorilla. Turns out, OLG knew something fishy was happening, but didn't care because they were still getting paid at the end of the day. Multiple reports were done and came out, and yeah, OLG did a big-time goof, as the youth say. And people were mad, calling for the people responsible to be held responsible. So you gonna fire the Minister of Infrastructure then? So you gonna fire your CEO? Someone has to go and it's not gonna be him. You can be the Minister of Health now. This whole fiasco, scandal, whatever you want to call it, led to a lot of reforms on gambling, such as the ticket needing to be signed, the machines are now fully visible so you know the ticket isn't being switched out, and
Winner, gagnant.
Yeah, if you win, everyone within a 10-kilometer radius knows as well. This also sparked investigations into all the other provinces and even spiraled out over the border. They, of course, all said, nah, Ontario's a liar and a thief. We know we can never trust. You failed. All of you. Horribly. Not only that, prairies, you failed at failing. You didn't even do the math right when you lied. Okay, I will give OLG this. When all this came out, and they probably realized their profits would go down, they partnered up with the provincial police to track down the rightful winners and give them their money plus interest. And actually, that's like the bare minimum, but I have so little faith in corporations. Anyways, if you think you're being scammed, you probably are. Listen to your gut. On a completely unrelated note that has absolutely nothing to do with this and is unrelated, who wants to buy my online course on how to get rich fast? Ciao!